Hi Ash.
Hi Holly.
How are you?
Okay, I'm alright, thank you.
Good,
I've still
good.
got a bit of a cold, but as you can hear, I'm okay.
Lovely stuff. Well, welcome. Thanks very much for being here. How was your Christmas, by the way?
It was spent with family. It was a quiet one, but yeah, it was good.
Lovely. And how is your lovely Frenchie Gus?
Oh, he's great, thanks. He's naughty, but lovely.
Oh, I do love dogs. One day I'm definitely going to get one. Great stuff. Okay, so today we're here to discuss your 12-month review. As you're aware, you have passed your 3-month review with flying colours.
Yeah.
Well done. So now we're here to talk about your development since then.
Okay.
A yearly appraisal is something we do with all of our staff to check in and look into continuing professional development. So Ash, what we're looking to achieve with the review today is achievable goals for the next full year's period that we both can agree on for your development.
Okay.
During the meeting, we will look through the KPIs, the team dynamic, as well as your ambitions. After this meeting, I will send you the finished notes and you can give them a read, make sure you're happy with everything that we've discussed, sign both copies and then pop them back in the internal post to me so I can get them signed and then deliver you one back. It is a bit of a process, but I hope you're okay with all of that.
Yes, that sounds fine to me.
Wonderful, great. Let's make a start then. So to kick things off, how do you feel the last 12 months have gone for you? Is there anything in particular that you're particularly proud of, Ash?
I feel as though it's been a really good year for me. I think I've picked up things quickly and got on with the daily job well. I'm pleased that my performance has been increasing month on month, and I'm quite proud of the fact that I've managed to maintain my order booking accuracy throughout the year. Good.
That's brilliant. I am glad to hear you're proud of overall, because we are very proud of you. Very well done. The feedback in general we've received from the team leaders as well is that they are pleased with your progression. We appreciate this is a really physically demanding role, so great, well done. Okay, Ash, let's run through your KPIs. Now I've got the sheet here, so it's good obviously for us to look at it both together now. As you can see, you've made the overall target and made a steady increase throughout the year. Let's have a look at month 11. It seems to plateau here. What do you think this could be down to?
I'm really focused on being promoted to team leader, so maybe I took my eye off the ball slightly.
Okay.
I know it's not a great excuse, but I honestly can't say what else it would have been down to. I realised to be a team leader at netporter.com this needs to improve, and I'm eager to seek out resources and support that will help me do that.
Brilliant. Well, it's really good to hear you are aware of where you can possibly improve, Ash, and it's really encouraging to hear that you want support in your progression.
What resources are there available to me to progress?
That's a really, really great question. Let's look again now at the KPI form. So it looks like you're hitting a steady 99% month on month, which is great, really great. However, if we consider the best in class down here, people who are currently team leaders or who are looking to progress to that point are hitting 99.9% monthly. So we need to figure out a way to bridge that gap. This could be introducing a buddy system.
Yeah, yes, I've heard of this before.
Okay.
I'd be really interested in this possibility. It would be interesting and useful to get peer perspective on how I can improve or do things differently to increase my score.
Brilliant news, Ash. Great to hear you are so proactive about this. I'll speak to the other team leaders to see who is the most appropriate to support you. Are there any other areas that you feel you'd like to improve on?
Yes, as you're aware from separate conversations that we've had together in the past, I'm not the best at communicating with the rest of the team.
Okay.
I thought I was aiming to be assertive, and it appears I'm coming across as aggressive instead, which obviously didn't want. I feel this has impacted on how others view me and how I interact with them, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, Ash, that shows some really good insight. And I'm glad that you've brought this up independently, to be honest. You're right, being assertive is a positive thing in the workplace, of course, but sometimes it's just how we deliver our message that makes the difference.
Okay. I've heard there is some sort of training that looks into communication in the workplace that Net Porter put on. Do you think that's something I can attend to help me?
Yes, absolutely. I will contact the training department to find out when the next workshop is, and I will let you know.
Okay.
I'm really encouraged to hear, though, that you have been actively looking for solutions yourself. In the meantime, how do you feel about organising and hosting the next team bonding event?
That's great. I would be interested in doing this. Hopefully it will give my colleagues a chance to see another side of me. I'm keen to start building positive professional relationships.
Super, brilliant. Have you got any ideas, actually, of what you might like to do, off the top of your head, of course?
Well, actually, as I'm quite active outside of work, I would be keen to bring that in. So maybe splitting people into teams and doing a little assault course, I don't know, something like that anyway. But of course, I do a bit more research into it.
Brilliant. Well, that sounds great fun. I would be more than happy to support on anything that you need from me, Ash. If you do need help, do let me know. I'm here to help. Hopefully, with that increased interaction, though, with the rest of the team, you will feel more comfortable at attending the events on the corporate calendar, that kind of thing. Hopefully that'll make you feel better.
Yeah, I've not felt comfortable to attend these yet due to the team dynamic, but hopefully with the plans we're putting in place, this should improve. I will make an effort and attend the next one that I know is happening in March.
Great, that's all we can ask. That's brilliant. Another thing to make you aware of is the visions and values trainings that we put on. I know it's not compulsory, but to give you the best chance of becoming a team leader, like I know, that's your ambition, I would suggest it's something you do look to invest in. We look to our team leaders to promote the visions and values of Net Porter within their teams.
Okay. In all honesty, I've never really thought about it from that perspective. So I will, of course, make sure I attend the training sessions. I want to give myself the best chance of promotion, so I'm open to all ways of making that happen.
Wonderful, brilliant news. I'm glad to hear, Ash, that you're so open to this idea. Now, as with all staff, we do look through absences. That's part of the whole review process. Looking at them, I've got a little copy of them here as well. It seems to be that you've got 8 incidences through the year, which is double our average. Each of them were 2 days and at similar times of the month, it looks like. Is there anything we can do here to support you to reduce this, Ash?
Well, to be honest, I hadn't really realised I'd followed a pattern. In all honesty, it could be the current dynamic at work, which may be affecting my well-being. And I'm sorry about this, and I obviously want to improve that.
Excuse me. Well, to be honest, it looks like we've never actually done a return to work interview, which is a bad reflection on our team. These should always be carried out, and if we had them, we might have been able to avoid these absences from you.
Okay.
The well-being of our employees at netporter.com is one of the highest priorities, so I'm glad you have been honest about this situation. There are a few things we can look at. We can refer you to occupational health to look at ways of improving your well-being, and I think the plans that we've already discussed today will go some way with addressing this problem. I would like to check in with you a few months though, just to see where we're at with this, Ash.
Okay, that makes sense, and I agree, a meeting in a few months' time does sound like a good plan, thank you.
Brilliant, that's great. I'll make that happen. I will get that sorted out. I'm keen to pin down now the mutual goals that we've discussed from today. Can you explain in smart format form what you view them to be? And I obviously know what that means.
Yeah, I do know. So firstly, to improve my picking accuracy, I'll be partnering with a buddy who will support me by looking at ways of improving my accuracy and efficiency.
Okay.
I will put a timeline of 2 months on this. At this point, I will then check in with you to see how I've done. Secondly, to improve my communication and interpersonal skills, I'll attempt to work on this with a 3-pronged approach. I will take the lead of organising a team bonding experience to hopefully improve my image and interaction with the team. In the meantime, I will attend the March corporate event to see what they entail. I will also attend workshops on how to improve how to communicate daily with colleagues. Finally, I will invest more in aligning myself with the visions and values of netporter.com by attending training sessions. I will look to complete all of these in a 2-month period and then check in with you again to see the improvements. Okay. Lastly, in regards to reducing absences, I would like to take your offer of being referred to occupational health as I'm keen to look at ways of taking control of my own well-being.
Brilliant, okay. That all sounds great, Ash, really very good. However, if you don't mind, I think you're pushing yourself a bit hard with the timeline. To make this a bit more achievable, I would actually recommend extending this to 4 months.
Okay.
As it's an extensive set of tasks that to work on here, and these things do take time. They don't happen immediately. We all know that, and we want to make sure things happen properly for you here. I'd also say, with regards to your well-being, let's increase that timeline in particular to 5 months actually, as it's more realistic, and I will be keen to talk with you again separately about how you're doing on that. Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah, that actually sounds a lot better. Thank you for recommending this. I already feel better because we've talked about everything in detail. It feels like a good plan, so I hope this improves my working life with netport.com.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, we're almost at the end of the review now, Ash. Have you got anything else that you'd like to discuss today?
No, I think we've covered everything, thank you.
Okay, that's great. Well, I feel today we've really covered a lot of ground and have put some solid plans in place for your progression. And I'm glad we've looked at this and agreed on a lot of those goals. In regard to the next steps, I will do the referral to occupational health.
Okay.
Hopefully you should hear from them soon.
Good.
I will look into training timetables and get back to you in the next week or so, letting you know the dates for the training that we've discussed.
Yeah.
You can start thinking of ideas for the team building activity you will run. Again, let me know if you need any support, but I'm really looking forward to that one. We will follow your plan that you have laid out above to the timeline suggestions that I've recommended.
Yeah.
Just to make you aware, these notes will be stored in your personnel file, and you'll also get a copy, as I mentioned. Only senior management will have access to those files, and on a need-to-know basis only, so I'll be in charge of that file for you. As mentioned at the start, I'll get these notes to you this week for final approval. Please sign and return. And thank you again for all of your hard work this year, Ash. I'm really looking forward to the next 12 months of you working with us.
Okay, great. I look forward to receiving those notes this week. Thank you and speak soon.
Brilliant. Well, thanks very much, Ash.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.